Call hello Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. I'm the brother Malak from the Diligent Soldier Camp here in Boston, Mass. As always, I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. The name of this one is Civil War 2.0. Civil War 2.0. Okay, and this is actually from an article that the brother Lahab, the head of the head of our camp, put in our the link to our group chat, and it's actually by Natural News, and it is called Civil War 2.0. Is America's cultural divide headed for a nation-shattering breakdown? Okay, and this was the 16th, just yesterday, by Kevin Hughes. Okay, it's a lengthy article. I'm going to read a couple paragraphs that I found interesting in the beginning of it, and then some bullet points that it also has, and bring out some scriptures and filter them through those precepts, man. Okay, I pray that this lesson be edifying to you brothers and sisters, man. So yes, this is by Kevin Hughes, and he goes on to say the United States stands at a crossroads, teetering on the brink of a modern-day civil war. But this time, the battle lines are not drawn between North and South. Instead, the nation is fracturing along cultural, political, and geographic divides. Rural versus urban, red states versus blue states, and we the people versus the bureaucrats. In a Health Ranger Report interview on Brighton.com, geopolitical analyst Doug Casey, alongside host Mike Adams, painted a stark picture of a nation unraveling under the weight of irreconcilable differences, government overreaching and economic instability. Casey, a seasoned expert in commodities and geopolitical trends, warned that America's cultural and political fractures are beyond repair. The red people and blue people cannot talk to each other, Casey remarks. They can't even have Thanksgiving dinner together. The deep-seated division, he argued, is not merely ideological, but existential. Okay, so it's an ongoing thing. It exists. It's real. With Americans increasingly viewing each other as enemies rather than fellow citizens. The divide is not just political, it is geographic. Rural areas, often conservative and self-reliant, clash with urban centers, which tend to lean progressive and rely heavily on government systems. The tension is exacerbated by a growing sense of alienation between the governed and the government. Okay, the government is engaged in weaponizing itself against the people, Adams noted, pointing to examples like SWIFT system being used to freeze Russian assets and the Environmental Protection Agency's overreach in regulating farmers. Okay, the EPA. Okay, so you could go on to read the rest of the article. I'll put it in the description. The description box, the link, so you can look it up. But yeah, man, this is what's going on in Babylon, and it's in black and white online, man. But the The men of the Lord, starting with the apostles of GMS, have been harping on this for years now, man, decades, okay, of this impending situation. You know what I mean? It's just like a perfect storm brewing up, to the most intense point of that storm, man. Okay, and it's evident. It's very blatant. People can't deny it. I mean, some people could live in denial and think that things are gonna get back to normal. Somehow things are gonna normalize. But that's what is it? Vain, wishful thinking. You know what I mean? I found interesting also a few bullet points that that this man Doug Casey made. One of them was the U.S. is increasingly fractured along cultural, political, and geographic lines, with rural versus urban, red versus blue, and citizens versus government tensions, creating irreconcilable divisions, man. Okay, and that actually made me think right away of and the brother actually posted, but as I was reading the title before I even clicked on the link, I thought of Mark 3:24. The brother had put it down in the NLT, which gives a really high definition significance or understanding, man, of what it's talking about, man, because it's pretty straightforward. Mark 3:24 says in the NLT, a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Let's get that word collapse real quick, because that's where the Babylon is going, man. Okay, the word collapse means, or the definition is fall down or in, give away. Fall down or in, give away, cause something to fall or give way. Fall down and become unconscious, typically through illness. This place is sick. So that does apply. Fail suddenly and completely, fold or be folded to fit into a small space. A sudden failure of an institution. A physical or mental breakdown. That's exactly what all these things touch on Babylon. Pretty much, man. But the infrastructure, which will be like the very first description or definition, fall down or in, or fall down or in, give way. That's where Babylon is headed, man. In a total nationwide collapse, man. And we see that actually, the decaying of this place and the rest of the world too, right? But in particular, this country, morally, socially, it's been decaying, man. For like at least, in a rapid rate, at least in the last, I would say, 50, 60 years, man. You know what I mean? It has gotten, just worse and worse, man. Wickedness rampant, man. Piercing the clouds, as the scriptures say, man. Reaching the heavens, as the scriptures say, man. Because this place, it's the great horde, man. And it's completely filthy, man. And saturating the minds, not only of its citizens, but it's affecting also the rest of the world, man. As the scriptures say, the nations are drunk, man. And they're mad too. They're insane, basically, man, because of that. But also upset with this bitch, man. Because those things are not those things that those philosophies that it was preaching and spreading are just not working, man. And Koholo Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, that Europe itself, what I mean, is in complete shambles right now, man. And circling the drain, just like this bitch. uh its daughter, man. You know, Babylon, man. You know, this place is on its way out, man, and us, not only making these cyber epistles, man, but also going into the highways and byways, just putting out that vibration, man, is it's working basically. I'm lacking the correct terminology that I wanted to hear, the reference that I wanted to use, but it's on its way out, man. It's in the drain, man. You know what I mean? And this is just proving it. This is the book I want to precept real quick. Jeremiah 51:8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her, if so be she may be healed, man. But if you go on to read it, and basically she can't be healed, man. And the main reason for that is because the Lord designated this place, its lot, to be destroyed, man, to be that whore in this planet, man. Which is why it's going to be completely taken out, man. It's from you're not gonna know where one border starts or the other one where one border ends and the other one starts, man, because it's gonna be flat, man, flattened completely, man, leveled, as they say, right? Let's get another couple bullet points that this man was talking about, man. Let me see. Geographic analyst Doug Casey predicts the U.S. breaking down into regional nation states. I mean, he's predicting this, man, because he sees that this is where it's heading, man. A lot of people feel this way too. So-called experts are seeing this, man. The Lord is working out here, man, and dividing these people, man, completely. Back to the bullet point. Geopolitical analyst Doug Casey predicts the U.S. breaking down into regional nation states, with areas like Texas seceding to form self-governing entities, cities citing the inefficiency of governing 350 million people under one system. So they don't trust in the government, man. The people do not trust on their on the people that they voted into power, man, to help them, man, with the economy, with with just everything that has to do with the rest of the country, man. The people, even their security, man. It's already known that Babylonians are being monitored by their own government, agencies, alphabet agencies here and collecting data and everything, man. And not to mention them failing the Babylonian citizens, man, and with a lot of things that's going on, man, as far as wars that they don't want to be into, economic woes because of the wars that they don't want to be into, and just overall situations that are how do you say that word? Exacerbated by Babylon, by Babylonian military, and high level government officials, man. The world's vibration goes according to, or is according to what Babylon, how Babylon affects them. You know what I'm saying? Because Babylon first, or these it's Edomite first, or the elites, the oligarchs, and all these higher ups, man, and the rest of the low budget Edomites, they're pissed. They're not satisfied anymore with being what is it? I think the term is second class citizens. As long as they were, they don't care no more that their level of citizens or what the class that they're in is higher than so-called blacks and Latinos, man. They're pissed. They want blood now, man. So like I don't want to get off track, and I want to keep it nice and simple, straight to the point. But it also says another bullet point. It says modern immigration coupled with the government welfare policies is seen as exacerbating cultural divide, as newcomers often lack traditional American values, leading to societal friction. Which is true. But at the end of the day, what culture you talk about, man? You Edomites done stole everything from everybody else that you conquered. So what are you talking about, man? Even though, yes, here in Babylon there has been a so-called culture that has grown here. A Edomite one that doesn't really benefit Jakes, man. But Jakes want to be, united and practicing these cultural traditions, man, when the scriptures clearly tell you not to learn the ways of the heathens, man, and these other nations. But hey, that's what our people do, because you see here in Babylon, one philosophy that's not spoken of but is promoted indirectly, on and on and on and over again, is that do as thou wilt type of attitude and spirit, man, which is why we have a lot of, you give way, or the green light, or promote madness, and it's just going to expand, you know what I'm saying? Which is why you have these I forget how many fucking genders they say that exist now, you know what I mean? And all these different social and economic problems, man, that's found here in Babylon, man. The last one that he was the next one he was talking about, bullet point, it says Casey also warns of U.S. dollars impending decline due to government bankruptcy, with global central banks shifting to gold and BRICS nations proposing alternative currencies, further destabilizing the economy, man. So socially and economy and economical, this place is fucked, and these Edomites know it, man. So they're going into survival mode right now, man, where they're going against their government. They're being territorial, with wanting their own thing, which I don't even blame them. But at the same time, that's how Esau is, man. Esau is trying to get away from Esau to the point where they want to be their own, country almost, man. By leaving the country that they're a part of. It says Casey advocates for technological solutions like blockchain and decentralized energy systems to empower individuals and community, reducing reliance on a collapsing centralized government, man. Okay, this is happening, to the point where, it's coming out in these alternative news, and this, it's spreading, so people, these Edomites are perfectly aware that their commonwealth, man, or their what they once called their land, man, is being threatened, man, with just being basically overran by the powers that be, right, that were not voted in, foreign policies that directly affect the pockets of these Babylonians, the social so-called social norms or of this country and whatnot, So let's get a few scriptures now, and I'm gonna put the link, as I said, in the description box, so you brothers could, and sisters could look into this, man. Because civil war is definitely coming, and all it takes really is an orchestrated, chaotic event to set things off, man. And that's what the men of the Lord have been warning you about, man, for a while now, even before the demic, during the demic, after the demic. You know what I'm saying? from the time that I've been in this truth, which was before the demic, a few years before the demic, and up till now, I've been hearing about this, and even before the demic, I couldn't see it. I didn't really see the vision. I believed it wholeheartedly because I have faith in what the scriptures, what the Bible speaks of, man, and that it's a literal living book. Okay, so even if I'm not seeing something at the moment, or or can't fathom it, I trust in my elders. I trust in the spirit, man, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, for the understanding to be given whenever he sees fit, man. And after passing the demic and everything, looking back to from when I got into this truth till now, I could definitely see these things happening, man. Especially now more than ever. Not so much only, with the understanding that the Lord has given me, man, but I mean, look everything that happened in the last 5 years, man. We're in the second week of January, of the beginning of the year, and already fires claiming people, fires claiming hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of acres of land. You know what I mean? The events that took place in New Orleans, the terrifying events that took place in New Orleans and in what was it, California or Vegas? You know what I mean? Shootings, all types of shit is happening, judgment all over the place, man. But to stick to the point, man, all these things are orchestrated, man, and it's all these events are orchestrated, and all it takes is a chaotic one to set off civil war at a whole nother level, to the point where it's every man for themselves, as they say, as far as these Babylonians go. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 13 and 31. It says, "And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another," man. It's going to get to that point, man, where it's going to be, basically Satan and his angels, right? The devil and his angels, and against Yahushua and his angels, right? But before that, there's going to be a lot of tribulations down here, and people are already going to be in battle or fighting, warring against each other, man. The scriptures tell you that he came to divide, man. Scriptures tell you that he came to set a fire on the world, but it's already kindled. You know what I mean? But the scriptures call the Lord a consuming fire, man. So, Yahweh, he exists, man. He's everything, Hold on, let me just open the scripture up real quick. Again, 2nd Ezra 13:31. "And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another," man. This is the book of Matthew 12 and 25. It says, "And Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?" Man. And so then if a kingdom divided falls, and we're seeing Babylon divided, I mean, you look at maps that will show you, Republican and Democratic states, and it's 50-50, man. Is right, right across the board, man. Division, man, is rampant. You know what I'm saying, in the minds of these Egyptians, man, these Babylonians, man, these so-called white people. They can't have conversations. You can't even have conversations with certain people, and you could hear it that it's like that both parties are taking caution. are being cautious while they're speaking, because everybody knows that everybody else is on the edge, and the economy financially is such a burden on people that everybody's edgy, man. Everybody's just waiting to for a reason to rip the head off somebody else, man. All right, let's get a quick precept. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, and they shall fight, every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, man. Talking about different nations also, man, because it's gonna boil up to that. I would suggest brothers watch that movie Civil War. Okay, it's man, I forget the terminology, but a stark, I think it is a stark look or example, of what's to come, man. It may not be 100% like it, but the book of Eli is not 100% accurate, right? But we can, through the eyesight, the spiritual eyesight that the Lord has given us, we could see that obviously Denzel was playing the Jake, but he was going off with the baldness, when he shaved his whole shit bald and shit at the end. And there's a few other things I can't think of right now that weren't right, but you could see a lot of spiritual scenes, man, that Esau couldn't help himself but put it out there like that, man. Because at the end of the day, is all of the Lord, is all the will of the Lord, man. It's going out of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, right? Let's get 2nd Ezra 6:24. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. So you see, the scriptures are full of these scriptures alluding to a time when is going to, that is not only in the future but prophetic, right? And it's definitely going to be happening and very deadly. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is it's going to definitely stand out. Again, where am I? Salakia. 2nd Ezra 6:24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. That's how crazy it's gonna get out here, man. The majority of the people, the vast majority, I would say everyone except the hopeful elect, are going to be completely petrified and losing their fucking minds, man. But the men of the Lord is going to have that hedge where mentally they're going to be stable because of the wisdom that they have, right? Wisdom shall be the stability of thy time. 2nd Ezra 6:24 again. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. All right, so it's going to get bad, man. It's going to get worse than this. It's going to be undeniable that everything that the men of the Lord have been preaching and bringing out through the scriptures and filtering it, by giving you the examples, of real real-time issues, right? Real-time situations going on the earth, calamities, tribulation, filtered in the scriptures. You know what I mean? They've been doing that for a long time, starting with the apostles, of JMS that have been laboring for 35 plus years, man, speaking on all these things, sounding crazy to people that were just walking by, except for the ones that stopped and the Lord, imparted wisdom to and understanding. It made sense to them that but the thing is, everybody wants Babylon to work. Here it is. It's been nothing but fucking, a pain on everybody in the world, including its own citizens. But everybody wants it to work because everybody's looking out for their own financial gain. Even if that costs, even if it causes you your morality or the morale or people's morals to decay. It just doesn't matter, you know. That's the spirit that this demonic nation is on, man. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 13 and 31. It says, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another. So like I brought this one out earlier, 2nd Esdras 13. I don't know why I put that there again, but hey, the Lord wanted to bring it out, man, and I got a precept for after that one. 2nd Esdras 13 and 31 again. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another, man. That's right, man. The spiritual realm and the carnal realm, man. This realm against the realm of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, man. Okay? 2nd Esdras 15, and I'll start at 15. I'll read these last few scriptures and close out. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Okay? That's through civil war, man. People trying to survive by breaking into other people's homes for whatever reasons, right? For whatever resources that they think they could snatch up from over there, man. For there shall be seditions among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. They're not going to give a damn about governors and senators and anybody else in some type of authority position. All that is going to be out the door, man. You know, it's not going to be regarded. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power, because they're going to do whatever it is that they think of doing, whatever it is that they plot on doing. They're going to practice it, man. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? Because they're going to be locking up all these checkpoints that they're going to be setting up all over the place, man. When shit is happening like this, you're not going to be able to go anywhere, man. You know? And if you do go somewhere, they're going to ask you, 30 questions of who you are. And if you sound like you lying or nervous or whatever threat you might be to these people, they'll put you to death right there on the spot, right? Because it's going to be survival of the fittest, man. You know? And Esau is that weapon, man. With that spirit of Cain. Cain, the word Cain going into weapon, man, and that's all he is. And a weapon wants what? To injure, wound, or destroy whatever is set up against. That's what Esau is, man. A weapon against humanity, basically, man. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because their pride the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, right? The scripture says clearly that pride comes before destruction, man. And hey, these Babylonians are proud as fuck right now, man. And so proud, so drunk off their hubris that a lot of them don't even see this coming. A lot of them don't see this coming, not to mention the fact that they should know, because they're infamous for having their militias, you know what I mean, and backing all that up, because their blessing was the sword, man. Verse 19, I ended off with this: a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. He's gonna be taking all your shit because of the lack of bread and for great tribulations, man. So these are the things that are coming to Babylon, man. And a lot of people think it's a joke. A lot of people think that it's a lie, that is not gonna happen, that we don't know what the fuck we talking about. You know what I mean? That we're just fear mongering. But hey, we'll see. We will all see, man. Because the scriptures clearly tell you that then shall they know a prophet was among them, because of the things that they were being told that was going to happen You know, you're in your churches, you don't got prophets. You know, because to be a prophet, you have to prophesy. You have to speak about things that are to happen before they do happen, right? And the churches don't do that. Your not civil, but your community leaders don't do that. They're all set up by the very enemy devil that you have Stockholm syndrome for, against, however you will place that, man. You love these devils, man, and you're going to be destroyed with him, man, in the upcoming 2.0 civil war, man. You know, so I pray that this lesson was edifying. In closing, I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahava Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to your brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations to your brothers and sisters that tune in to listen and learn. The rest of the hopeful elect. To you, I say shalom and the Baba Ball.